In Exodus 13, we see Abraham. And here Abraham, in the chapter before, in chapter 12, Abraham gets the promise from the Lord, and he's called to separate from his family, to leave his family, to leave camp, and to move on, because God has given him a promise. And here in chapter 13, he has taken his nephew when he left camp, he left his home, he took his nephew Lot with him, and Lot was traveling with him, being with him. And in chapter 13, what we see here is that God spoke to Abraham and says, it's now time to separate from Lot. It's now time to go your separate ways. And so Abraham, out of humility, because he could have, chose the land in which he wanted and went into first. But instead, out of humility, he gave Lot the first choice. And Lot looked up and he looked over a vast land and where it flowed and where it was just beautiful. And it was a land that anybody would desire. But in that land was Sodom and Gomorrah. And here in verse 13, or chapter 13, verse 14, after Lot had separated from Abraham, it says, the Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward, eastward and westward. For all the land that you see, I will give to you and to your offspring forever. I will make your offspring as dust of the earth, so that if one can count the dust of the earth, your offspring also can be counted. Arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I will give it to you. The interesting thing here, after Lot separated from Abraham, God told him to look up and to see. If you look up Lot's name, Lot means veil, covering. And until he separated, until the veil was removed, could he go into the area that God had promised. But once the veil was removed, Lot was removed from his life, God said, look up and see and behold your blessing. What kind of Lots are distracting you and has a veil in your life and your eyes?